All right, Coach, so you open the week. What is it like to finally be able to, kind of get some competition going?
We're excited. We just got back from Central Oklahoma. Played Fort Smith, Central Oklahoma, 2 top 15 teams in OBU, and we did really well. And we subbed everybody in but one kid because of an injury, and they were senior-laden teams, and we had at one time 4, 5 freshmen and sophomores. So I don't know what this weekend's going to hold, but we're excited to play and just get other teams out there.
You talked about your freshmen. I mean, how are they looking so far? How are they progressing as far as within the team?
Well, we've done things a little bit different this year. The girls have gotten no, for lack of a better word, playbook yet, and we're just trying to see who sort of knows the game and understands the game. We worked on other things, and so I think they're going to be fine. We got a few girls, like there's a girl named Taylor Kress that she's going to be special. We got a girl named Lindsay Smith that we thought was going to just be a role player, and she's just got a very contagious workout. Unfortunately, one of our top recruits, just got hurt again in club season, and so we're already banged up at the DS position. But to be honest, I don't know who we're playing. With this weekend scrimmages, we've only scrimmaged for 8 hours, so we're so worried about the injuries and the risk. The thought was we'll be a little bit slower out of the gate now, so we're more fresh by the end of the year. So we'll see how it goes. But to be honest, I'm not whatever people perceive and reading. I feel real good about this team, and they're just fun to coach. So we're excited.
Has last year been a motivating factor at all? Because obviously not the kind of year we're used to.
Yeah, it's motivating, but sort of a different way. I just people don't want to stink, or other words I've used for that season. But people don't want to have failure. But you talk to anybody that's had failure, you talk to anybody in any kind of thing, like more serious stuff, and they'll tell you they're always better for it afterwards. No one wants to go through it, but I think we're better. And the one thing to be just completely transparent is when you win, you don't change because you're so afraid of changing. So there's things I've known that we need to tweak or maybe change. So it's in a way sort of refreshing when you suck. You get to do whatever you want. People are way more forgiving about it. So
what does it do for you as a coach when you are kind of surprised by a recruit that you bring in you expect to be a role player, and then she kind of surprises you and exceeds that? What does that do for you coaching-wise?
Well, it makes you deeper because you're going to have injuries no matter what. First coach I've worked with in college, Jeff Boylan at Central Oklahoma, he'd always, because we were having a really good year that season in 2003, and he was like, we got to stay humble because you're only one injury away from the penthouse to the outhouse. So his point was, so since you can't count on those injuries, those kind of kids are great because that's how you sort of keep afloat if you do have those injuries. Secondly, what they show is for your more talented kids that don't really just rise above everybody and just tear it up. It goes back to is you can be as talented as you want, but if you don't have the kind of character or work ethic, so they're really good in a weird way. They're really good role models for upperclassmen that have sort of been underproducing.
What about the senior leadership? I mean, we talk about Corey Haley a lot, and I mean, what is the leadership going to do for you early on in the season to kind of help steward those freshmen along?
Well, in the spring, what these girls have compared to last year was they have strength in numbers, okay? And so we just let them know, in roundabout ways that last year was just as much as my fault as their fault in the sense of they weren't that like little, like dog and skip just bouncing around, like just agreeing with it or the upperclassmen one, they weren't there to back them up. So we really worked on that in the spring, and so they have different roles, and what we did this spring was I sort of took a back seat, and anything that needed to get done as far as pushing someone or demanding, we had the upperclassmen, because not all the upperclassmen have been that natural leadership role of being a stud or starter, So what we did is we induced a leadership idea to the young kids by making the upperclassmen basically have to do all the dirty work this spring and summer. So the people coming in know, okay, these are our leaders.